Okay, what is going on, everybody? Sorry, I'm sitting here yapping away and missed the time. Um, so this was supposed to be done on Thursday, and then I just felt meh. And I was going to do it yesterday, and then we decided we were doing this today, so I just scheduled this for today instead. So that's what we're doing. This is going to be game 2 for him, game 3 technically for me. There's still going to be a whole lot of mistakes and things made throughout doing this, but we're going to implement a tiny little bit of extra stuff. So we've got 3 of like our faction equipment things that we could use. We're going to try to do the strategy ploys and the firefight ploys. And then I've got the full cards for the units instead of the starter pamphlet thing that doesn't have like some of their special keywords and stuff. So we're going to try that. We'll get more into the specifics here in a moment, but real quick, once we hit 1,000 subs, we are going to be giving away some stuff. This is some of the stuff that we're giving away currently. So these are 2 full core sets for Legion. These are the original core sets and a Yoda. So if you're interested and you want a chance to win that, hit the sub button. We're going to give away all this stuff once we hit 1,000 subs. And there's probably a good chance there's going to be some more stuff that comes up on the way to that point. That's just what we have right now. So what we're doing today, we're going to play Initiate Transmission. So the first time we played, you could capture a point and leave it. This, you have to be in control of it when the round turns over, because you're actively...
Does it flip to neutral if you go away from it?
Yes.
Okay.
So operative, one objective marker that the active operative controls is transmitting until the start of the next turning point. So you have to have somebody who has captured it to stay there and transmit when the round rolls over. And then I would assume in the next round you will have to spend another action point to capture it again, because it says one objective marker until the next turning point. So that's what I'm gonna guess. And then we've got, which again, I don't think this has anything to do with anything. This is attack op for champion, so each round we'll just pick somebody who's our champion, and if they kill somebody, in this scenario, they're gonna get 2 victory points per round, because all of our people have over 12 things. So I'm gonna play this just as a little sub-objective, just to add something extra. And I think that is it. So I'm running the Angels of Death more or less out of the starter box, but what's kind of stupid is what comes in the starter box is a sergeant as one of like the foot soldiers, but the actual building list, the sergeant is one of the lead guys as an option. So he's not even one of the like foot soldiers. And then the regular, there's not, basically they don't give you a sculpt for one of these guys. So I'm gonna have a hard time remembering who this sergeant's actually supposed to be. But for my lead guy, I'm using the Assault Intercessor Sergeant with Thunderhammer, just because I want to do that. And then we've got the gunner, the heavy gunner, the Intercessor Warrior, the Assault Intercessor Warrior, sorry. The Intercessor Grenadier, the regular Intercessor Warrior, and then the gunner. The gunner has an auxiliary grenade launcher, which I guess can either be a frag or a crack grenade. And then I get an auto rifle and fist, bolt rifle and fist, or stalker bolt rifle and fist. I think I'm just going to go with a bolt rifle and fist, just to keep it simple. And this is what I was talking about with, like, they've got all their combinations, but, like, on the actual little list thing, it tells you, like, you could take the Assault Intercessor Sergeant with blah, 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 blah. So I just have the Thunderhammer here.
I think that only applies to you, because all of my stuff is very simple. Which is good, considering we haven't really played this game much. I don't know why that matters, but just saying.
Well, yeah, that's the easy thing about this is like all this is like combinations of things. The one I went with is just the Thunderhammer. He doesn't have a gun or anything. But for my faction rules, I have chapter tactics, which basically I pick 2 of these keywords that are going to apply to all my dudes, and then my lead guy will get a third one for just him. So I'm going to go with Hardy and Sharpshooter for all of my guys. So Hardy, if you're shooting them, they get crits on 5-ups instead of 6-ups. And then Sharpshooter, they'll get severe when they're shooting if they haven't moved or anything. And then this guy I think is going to get aggressive, which gives melee weapons rending, which...
So for the faction rules, you pick 2 for all of them, and then your lead guy gets the third one as well?
Yeah, he's got a perk, Chapter Veteran, that gives him a third chapter tactic, specifically.
Mine does not.
Yeah, I was kind of bummed. Like, the flail guy was like, oh, that's kind of neat and sounds interesting, and the plague guy's also got, like, a special thing. None of my guys have any special things, so I'm still just shooting and moving as normal. They don't have any, like, wacky abilities to use.
So then I just pick 2 of my faction rules.
Yeah, you just have your faction rules. My faction rule is chapter tactics, and that's what chapter tactics is that you pick.
So then all 3 of my faction rules are active at all times?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so my faction rules, which we both have the same thing. Chapter tactics is literally just a list of these things, and you pick what goes on them.
Okay. Astartes is interesting. During each friendly Plague Marine operative's activation, it can form either 2 shoot actions or 2 fight actions. If it's 2 shoot actions, a bolt pistol, bolt gun, or psychic weapon must be selected for at least one of them. You cannot select the same psychic weapon more than once per activation.
Yeah, I think mine's just bolt guns.
So it means all of my guys can shoot or hit twice.
Yeah.
Which will be useful if I'm ever in, like, combat.
Well, that doesn't make sense, though, does it? For fighting, it says it could shoot or fight twice, but you have to choose a bolt gun, which you're going to fight with a bolt gun, and a psychic weapon, which I don't know if they're psychic melee weapons, but
yeah,
that might make more sense.
Plaguecaster does.
Okay.
Psychic attack, anyway.
Bring you down here. Which, in my infinite wisdom, I set this up with the 2 diagonal directly in line with the camera angles. So y'all cannot see the middle objective point. So that's my bad. But
I mean, you can always make it interesting, put the middle objective up.
I don't think you could get to it.
You'd have to come up.
Because you can't climb, well...
Here and then here, or ledge and then ledge.
To be fair, we could just count the ladder.
As one full move.
Yeah, which I think a ladder counts as like a 1-inch move. You actually use a ladder. I just wasn't paying too much attention to the actual ladders because they're just part of the sculpt.
But then at the same time, I could also just here and then there.
That's still
2 moves, 2 separate moves.
I know, but that's what I'm talking about. Like, it gets wacky because it's still technically a floating ledge. Does this wall over here that's not connected to that count? I don't know. Other people were talking about having like rafters of walkways, but that's like a walkway up on top of the, I don't know.
I mean, it's connected to the structure. I don't know.
See that.
Up to you, I don't care.
Yeah, we'll just leave it down there. Our deploy areas are these tiny little corners. Yeah. Oh, you moved your dice.
They're right here.
Those that I'd marked your little rectangle.
I thought I definitely thought those were just like.
Well, it's half and half, so it's just
like this.
Yeah, more or less.
Okay.
So we're just gonna deploy 2 at a time. Go shut this. Apologies if you could still hear me. Shutting this garage door. Okay. I don't know where to take my chainsaw guy because he always gets killed immediately. Also, I think, unless somebody's very far away, I think just about any amount of people standing on these buildings with the way they draw a line of sight in this game will have light cover of some sort. So. And if you have vantage, which I thought there was a height requirement to have vantage, you can, if somebody is not in cover with a concealer, you can shoot them. So if you have, it's any elevation over the person you're shooting at.
I'll apply these once they're actually out of the...
Where to put L hammer guy? We'll just keep him nice and safe. So you can kind of see my little deployment. His deployment. You can also kind of see, which again, I'm just really good at setting up absolute camera blocking things. Sure. All right. There. Now you can see his stuff. Okay. Round one, we can use strategy ploys, but go ahead and roll for initiative. Sick. Okay, so you are going first, but do I want to use, by I mean either of us, strategy ploys? Which again, correct me if I'm wrong, but we're playing the ploys as one use.
I don't really think any of mine I can really use right out the gate.
I don't know, I haven't read any of these.
This 4-round limit again?
Yeah.
All of mine have to do with really combat.
Yeah, that's kind of neat. One of mine is allowing me to change my secondary after tactic, which I guess I need to pick which one's my primary and which one's my secondary. I guess I'll make Hardy the primary and Sharpshooter the secondary. It's kind of interesting. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to use any of it. So, your move. Not that I think it matters, but pick a champion. Oh, no, it doesn't count this round. Sorry. Just 2, 3, and 4.
Well, I'll go ahead and tell you now. My champion's going to be my champion.
Every round. Because it's going to change. Because what if one of your guys is right next to somebody who's going to die?
You can designate before.
Yeah, you pick every round. Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll see. What am I doing here? All of my moves are 5-inch moves. So... If there's anything else I can do. Go.
You just move him.
Yeah.
You dash him.
Oh no, I forgot you could do that. Okay.
Yeah. 3 extra inches.
Sometimes that's all you get.
Okay. Also kind of funny to me that this camera angle looks so much brighter than the other camera angle, considering they're almost in the same spot and they almost have the same quantity of lighting. I do want 2 more lights just to make it make more sense, but
You could probably also get that level of lighting and change those lights out.
no. Let's see. This is the gunner 6-inch move, which I think I'm gonna keep. Yeah, I'll just keep him here. Yep. These out that has the grenade info on it. My guy can use grenades. Ooh. Can use frag and crack grenades.
Going cracking people, that might be a problem. I feel like I remember one of my guys being able to throw grenades as like part of his thing.
Yeah, the bombardier guy.
Yeah, I just
Does he have the same thing that he can use?
blight or crack grenades.
Well, yeah, blight grenades on your equipment. And if it doesn't have the info for crack grenades, I've got the little card that has the stuff on it. My turn?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's... My warrior, he's got 6 inches. 3 inches. And I think if I understand correctly, which doesn't really make sense, obscuring is almost better than being in cover, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So if you're obscured, so like this guy is not close enough to anything to be obscured or in cover, but like if your champion guy was a little bit further forward and you shot at this guy because there's any sort of anything blocking him, he's obscured, which means that you can't retain crits. And I think you discard a regular hit. Discard 1 hit and can't use crits. So like almost seems better than being in cover where you just get 1 guaranteed save. Yeah. So we'll just take that with a grain of salt as we come to it at every thing, because I just move dashed with my warrior guy.
I think we're gonna be doing a lot of move dashing.
Well, especially with this terrain setup, it's probably going to be a whole lot of shenanigans come the
Move dash.
Yeah, all of these buildings started out like this. Which is funny because I spent a ton of time painting all of those stupid buildings. To then just do like this slap job, like rust paint job.
Your turn.
Yep. Dude, it's on a guitar too.
I thought you already did that.
No, I'm trying to work it out.
Oh, you said you were going tomorrow.
Yeah. Let's see, heavy gunner.
Tell me you want 20 grand for it.
Sure about that one. I want to shoot you, but I don't think I can get far enough with this guy. Because he's only got a 4-inch move. And that'll stop me like right behind the building here. Let's... Intercessor guy. Bombardier. And all the people that I need to shoot you can't shoot you. Because all the people that I could probably get in line of sight of you have too short a range.
Thank God for small favors.
It's like this dude's got a... I guess now he's got a bolt pistol, even though the model, they definitely have him with a bolt rifle. So he's got 8-inch. The assault guy's got 8-inch. The heavy guy can't move far enough. And my other guy doesn't have a thing, so. Let's just get...
An inch. Melee.
Right on
Unlimited
top.
unlimited range, 7. That one's unlimited range.
So it's climb, dash. Yeah, sure.
That would work. Regular move and not dash. Wait, I've got 3 things. So if I move dash, can I still shoot?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then my 8 inches would have been accurate. So putting him there. Then I'll shoot that guy.
I don't think you can.
Why?
Because he's elevated. And this game draws its line of sight really weird. I'm not even going to try to get into the way that the graphs are shown with lines from base. I'm not even going to get into it. It's just weird. I don't think you could shoot him because he's elevated.
That's retarded. Because you're at the edge. Like, clearly
Well,
visible.
yeah, we'll go with that. He is at the edge. That's fine. You'd shoot him.
You're gonna have to show me the how they determine line of sight at some point.
Well,
'cause-
I'll give you 2 circles. I'll give you an example really quick as far as talking about how stupid this game is when it comes to like obscuring and stuff. So like this, right? If these are models, you draw lines to the edge of their base. If you draw them from this side, because it's up to you, it intercepts, right? If it's coming from this edge of the base to that edge of the base. But you could just draw both lines from this edge of the base. It doesn't obscure, it doesn't hit anything, so it's not obscured. The way that they determine, like, line of sight is really kind of dumb.
So you have to draw a line from basically both sides of the base to the sides of the base of the other one, and if not both of them are intersected, then it's not obscured?
Yeah, basically from the shooter to the defender, you have to connect to both sides of their base. But you could send both lines from the same side of the shooter's base. So why you would ever take them from the side that's going to give obscuring to the enemy target doesn't make any sense.
There's got to be more to it.
And then when you take that to a vertical thing, it changes the way those lines go out and what they intercept along the way. So it's just, I don't know. I watched a thing on it a couple times and it just seems really kind of stupid. So, because it is kind of true line of sight, and then the way the lines work, it's kind of dumb.
So the attack, refreshing my memory, is how many dice, and you're looking for the next number.
Yep.
Okay. before at 3+.
And as long as you don't got a range, it's an infinite range.
Yeah. None of that's useful. So 3 hits.
And that's on this guy. 3 saves. Also, maybe you remember, I certainly don't remember. Is it 1 crit to save 2 hits on shooting, but not in melee? I think melee it's only crits to crits, or 2 regulars to save a crit. And maybe that doesn't apply at all in shooting. I don't remember. I mean, in this case, it's 3 saves.
In shooting, 1 hit for 1 hit or 2 hits for a crit. In melee, there isn't a 2 hit for crit rule.
So if you get a crit on shooting, I can choose to use 2 regulars to save the crit in shooting. But in melee, it's just 1 for 1?
Yeah.
Okay. So, 3 saves. Also, your poison, the playgrounds, is that if damage is done? Or is it just if you land any hits?
Bolt guns and bolt pistols have the poison and severe weapon rules. And from the poison, some weapons and steam rules have poison weapon, poison in the resolve attack dice step. If you inflict damage with any success, the operative this weapon is being used against gains 1 of your poison tokens. Whenever an operative that has a poison token is activated, inflict 1 damage.
Okay. I just want to make sure that wasn't if you just land damage, I get poison and stuff. Okay.
What is that?
What?
Is that him throwing a grenade?
Yeah.
Oh. And they use smoke trail to connect it. That's...
Yeah, something about that one looked weird. There's another one that they do the same thing with that didn't look as weird. Something about that looks weird to me.
I thought it was like something that was extending off of his arm, like a blade.
So I've got 1, 1, 1. Oh, I'm an idiot. Talking about I can't get you to shoot you. I have 3 things. I can move, dash, shoot you. I'm over here trying to quantify my 4-inch move, which, to be fair, is also just going to put us both all sorts out in the open. I'm going to call this no sorts of anything happening. I'm going to purposefully leave myself in the same scenario. I'm going to move, dash, and shoot. No double shoots for me. I'm going to go focused, which is 5. Looking on 3s. Yeah, so that's as good as anything. And you got piercing crits 1, so you get 2 dice.
I've got to save with 3s. Right?
Probably.
3+ under save.
No saves.
But
So that's what?
-1 damage.
5, 10, 14, 13 damage.
Cool. It's almost dead.
One of these days, you're going to play a little safer. Is end up out in the open with some people. You gotta play like a little rat. Picture. Also, granted, I think you already went with him. I'm pretty sure your
Dash.
plague guy can heal with one of his things down there.
Haven't gone with him yet. Select one friendly operative visible to and within 3 inches. Roll a 2d6 if the result is 7. The selected operative regains 7 lost wounds. Otherwise, regains lost wounds equal to the highest d6.
And you went with him already because he's way over there.
He's right here. Oh, that's flail.
Yeah.
Bummer. But now I've got my Marine warrior in here, and I'm gonna shoot you back.
Just saying.
What?
Look at it.
Talking about?
There's a reason I had to hug this wall to even roughly justify
I
that.
didn't see that.
I don't know if enemy people count in this game. You can just put them behind him and we'll just call that a day. I don't know if this game, how this game treats shooting through people, but I don't really care that much.
Oh, you're probably gonna win anyway, so.
With that attitude, it's the first round. You killed 2 of my people in the first round last game and I won, so.
And I called it. I told you I used all of my luck right there.
You gotta play extra careful.
All right. Or is it 3+? And this is toxic.
What the hell does that mean?
Whenever this operative is using this weapon against an enemy operative that has one of your poison tokens, adds 1 to both damage stats of this weapon.
No.
So.
No poison yet.
3+. 3 regular hits.
That's on heavy guy.
Whoever's against that wall.
2.
So I got 1 regular damage through.
Yep.
Which is 3 damage, plus now you're poisoned.
You have a regular old bolt gun?
Yeah.
I don't know, that's poison token, but that's what I'm gonna use.
This doesn't apply anymore.
Move. We'll just do a little baby dash with this guy. I don't know what I want to do with him yet. Your turn. Move this guy.
Position for what I initially intended for him. Move dash.
Done?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So all I got left. Are you done?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, okay. All I got left is my chainsword guy. I guess I'm gonna take here somewhere. Right, that is all my guys. Let's flip all of our thingies. Now we can start scoring stuff. So now if we pick a champion that kills someone, given the health pool of everybody, you'll get 2 points. And then we have to be actively in control of an objective when the round rolls over, and we'll score points for that. Which I would assume, because this makes slightly less sense than like the capturing the objectives, I would assume that if you capture the middle one, I have to overrule you in quantity to be able to take it from you. So as long as you have somebody within control of it, I would say it stays with you.
Am I thinking about a different game? It might have been the Elder Scrolls game, but didn't one of the characters count as more when capturing an objective?
Warcrow had that, and there might have been
But not this
some
one.
of the hero characters in whatchamacallit also. Technically, this guy, Treat this operatives fire. And the kill zone contagion. Oh, maybe not. I read that wrong. Because I thought he upped your conquer.
Whenever determining control of a marker, treat this operative's APL stat as 1 higher. Does she get more actions?
I guess.
Okay.
I'm a little confused by why that would be a thing, but whatever. Let's see, strategy ploys. Oh, you know what sucks? Did you just shot somebody and I rolled 2 5s? Those both would have been crits because I have the stupid hardy thing, which means I wouldn't have taken even that 3 damage, I don't think. Let's see. No. None of my stuff. The balance keyword. Oh, they have the balance keyword. Okay.
I guess I'm going to use one of mine.
I'm not gonna lie, this combat doctrine strategy ploy is incredibly confusing to me. I don't think I want to use any of mine, I don't think. Mine heavily relies on shooting stuff. You add the APL of all operatives within control range. Whoever has more controls the objectives. Oh, that makes more sense.
And also not as relevant considering in the starter box all of ours are 3.
Well, yeah, is that like remaining APL? So if I have to move dash to get into range, do I only count as having 1, or do you just count the APL stat on the card? Because if you count what's remaining, that maybe makes a little bit more sense. But if you count what's on the card and it's me versus you, if you had that guy, you would just be able to take it from me. So I guess it makes kind of sense either way.
I guess it would just depend on having.
Okay, on the card. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, thank you. I'm not going to use anything for my thingy.
I'm going to use one.
What you using?
Contagion. Subtract 2 inches from the move stat of an enemy op and worsen its hit stat of its weapons by 1, if any of the following are true. It's within control range of friendly plague marine, which it's not. It has one of your poison tokens, and it does, and is visible. It's visible to you and within 3 inches of friendly icon bearer. So I'm gonna hit that dude with contagion.
Does that mean that you could bounce it off the icon bearer if you had him?
I don't think so.
'Cause it says if it's visible and within. What the hell's the icon bearer have to do with anything?
No idea.
Unless he's whatever.
It just might be one of the specific circumstances.
So he's getting what?
Contagion. -2 on his move and -1 on all of his weapons.
Okay. -1 to hit or -1 damage?
Hit stat.
Okay. So that's makes it harder to hit stuff, I guess. So instead of a 3, I'd be looking for a 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Give me my 2 CP because I'm a shitter when you get 1.
Oh, well.
Your turn?
Yeah.
To be clear, for anybody who wasn't here at the beginning, this is all of our second and third time playing this, and neither of us have ever played it before, so I can only learn what I can learn on my own. So been lots of watching and trying to figure stuff out, and we're just implementing a little bit more every time.
Okay. So move dash this guy here. And then I'm going to that dude with the heal. I'd be within 3 inches of him.
That works. Yeah, it looks close.
So
move dash, whatever that thing
heal.
is called.
Yeah, putrescent vitality. Roll 2 dice. If the result is 7, selected operative regains 7 lost wounds. Otherwise, it is the highest.
That's kind of interesting. So it's like looking for like a lucky 7.
Looks like it.
Otherwise, most you get is a 6. It's kind of wacky. You get an 8. You get 6.
Well, you know what? 6
Still
will
pretty
do.
good.
So that brings me down to 7 wounds. Now I'm only half dead. And that'll be that guy.
What the hell are all your tokens?
See, I don't know what these are for. I don't know what the purpose of them is.
You can't get shot when you're in cover or obscured. But you also can't shoot or... Oh! We didn't even think about that. We can't shoot when we're concealed. So you wouldn't have been able to shoot me, and I wouldn't have been able to shoot you. I don't think. You have to swap to an engage order to be able to shoot.
Well, regardless, I'm just going to put an engage order on the people that I've actually used to shoot with.
It doesn't matter, because we have to flip them at this point. So just put your conceal orders back on everybody. They stay on everybody, and then at the start of your activation, you get to pick whether or not you're going into an engage order.
There's 3 dudes I've already shot with. Shouldn't they already be engaged?
Well, you've only shot with that. Oh, well, yeah.
I shot with him, and no, he got shot before anything happened to him, right? So he should still be concealed.
Just
This
put
guy.
the conceal orders on everybody, because technically I have the same situation. I forgot you can't, literally, we can't shoot or do anything in the first round. Because you can't flip your, I don't think you can flip your thing in the first turning point. I could be wrong about that. I don't actually remember now that I've just confused the absolute shit out of myself. Yeah, can't shoot or charge, and can't be shot in cover.
You know what? I'm not putting one on main guy because I'm not trying to reach under that bridge.
So yeah, we'll just have to remember that going forward. We kind of botched the start of this. Whoops. I was completely. I was so in thought of the target of somebody changing what is doable. I forgot completely about the person doing the thing. Okay, my turn.
Yes.
Good lord. Well, I'd be looking for 4 ups, which kind of sucks. See, you and your damn things. I want to try to use his AoE things. This is the first time there's been somebody within an inch of someone else that I could use it on. But then I'd be looking for 4 ups, and that is small. Okay, so you can flip during the first thing. So, I guess, go ahead and swap that guy and that guy shot.
Yeah.
We'll just make it obvious who is doing what. All right, we kind of messed that up a little bit. So I don't need to move to shoot you. I feel like I probably want to. The first guy you went with, right? The plague guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a damage if I go with him with the poison thingy. 4 ups. But if I don't move, because I have sharpshooter on my things, if an operative is shooting during an activation in which it hasn't performed the charge, fallback, or reposition, I could move. I have severe on my weapon rolls. I don't really know if moving would do me any good, to be completely honest. Although I could maybe get into cover behind this tiny little ledge.
Well, to be fair, it's also not when you move that you take the damage. It's the activation.
No. Instead, if I activate him, I'll take a damage. I was talking about not being able to move because I thought I wouldn't let me use my sharpshooter thingy. But that's more specific. But because I have my movement distance reduced, I couldn't get over there anyways. So
What's the range on the AoE thing?
an inch. So I'd only be able to hit that guy and this guy because that guy's too far away. Well, we'll do it. Looking for 4s, which kind of sucks. But I do have severe, which means I'm guaranteed at least 1 crit. So 4 dice for the sweeping on 4 up piercing crit. Torrent 1. Big sad. Especially because if that had just been a 5, I would have gotten a crit. And then what exactly is torrent? Do the same thing against the other guy in a second. 2 dice. Which, yeah, so you just fuck that all up because I'm not going to make you re-roll it because if you re-roll them and you miss, then that's all my fault. Motherfucker. Wow. And that's going to be a crit with severe. So. See, now I don't remember what the hell we talked about. Because it was just in shooting that 2...
I think it's only that crits can be used to cover 2, not in reverse.
At this point, all the stuff that I've looked up and watched.
In shooting, 1 hit for 1 hit or 2 hits for a crit.
So yeah, another. And 4. Probably. Wait a minute. I'm just going to shoot you again. I'm going to do the same thing again. Because it is a heavy bolter. So, yeah, I'm going to do the same thing again. And then I'll decide if I want to move my 2 inches out of line of sight or not. So, a little better. 2 hits on your main guy. That's a save.
Yeah.
So that is 4 damage. And 1 hit on the other guy. A save.
Oh. I got to roll for the decrease in damage for both of them.
I didn't do any damage to the second guy because you rolled a save, right?
I don't think
3
so.
ups, you rolled a 4.
Oh, 3 ups. I was looking.
Yeah. So you saved the second guy, it's just the 1 dice on there.
Oh, still took all that damage and already added it anyway.
2 inches back for me. Bloop. 4 whole damage for 4 attacks. That's rough. All because of your damn contagion thing too. Because I had
Well, it's a good thing I used
had
it.
some decent rolls actually. Your turn.
See, I was hoping that since you were probably going to try and finish that guy off, if I couldn't get my plague guy there in time, that at the very least, I might be able to inhibit you a little bit.
Well, what's funny is the one game I played where I was going to try to like implement the plague stuff. I didn't have anybody to shoot really with bolters at all.
Let's move dash this guy here. That.
Ah, dang. What are these grenades? They have saturate, blast 2 inches.
We're on round 2.
Yes. No, we also didn't pick our champions. I didn't want to do it this round because, like, we'll just skip that this round. We'll start next round, third and fourth round. After shoot to primary, you shoot to all operatives within X with same cover obscure state. Excuse the hell out of me. What the... The blast represents, after resolving the shoot attack against the target operative, check to see if any operatives are within range indicated by the number given. They're caught in the explosion too. Resolve shooting attacks against them as well. Okay. That picture makes more sense. What's the range? Do I dare hop down into your face to throw a grenade on you guys? It would be funny. It's 4 on 4 ups. Okay, I didn't have good luck with that just 1 second ago, so maybe I shouldn't do that. We'll just move, dash. Just flip this to hours for now. That's all I got.
How does charge work again?
I think you add 2 inches. Yeah, move up to move distance plus 2, but you have to move in.
So you'd have to
combat with
dash
someone.
first, and then I would get essentially 7 inches. So in total, I could move 10 to get into melee combat with somebody.
I don't know. I don't think it really says. Oh, no. This has a little no symbol and it has dash under the thing. So I'm assuming you can't dash charge. I think charge is
No.
one thing.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, you have your 3 action points.
Can't charge and dash in the same.
Ah,
That's what I was saying.
okay.
Basically, charge is like you get the 2 extra movements because that doesn't actually really make sense because
I would get further distance by moving and dashing.
unless you can't end up in control range with a dash, maybe. Charge controlled by through control ring. Oh yeah, you can't, I guess, dash through somebody's little bubble, their little 1-inch bubble, their control range. I guess that's why that exists. So dashing's just for mobility around the map, not for getting into combat. So you can only get into melee if you charge them. Yes.
So let's say you were 8 inches away from here. If I chose to charge, I would be an inch shy of getting into melee combat with you. Or let's say you were 9 inches. But if I were to be able to move and then dash, I would get an extra inch.
But you can't use dash into somebody's control range. I would imagine you can't move into somebody's control thing either, but
You can only charge to get into melee?
that's what it looks like. I mean, that makes sense when you say it out loud. Through control range of enemy. No, so you can't move or dash into somebody's bubble. You can only get into it with charge, I guess.
Okay. It's my turn?
Yes. Which, to be fair, is also something I can't imagine that we have actually done right, not once yet.
I don't know. Also, part of my faction rules is each friendly Plague Marine operative can counteract regardless of its order.
Yeah, I'm still a little confused on the whole counteracting thing. But I think it's you counteract if you have an expended order, but it says you can counteract regardless of its thing. So does that mean that you could go with somebody who hasn't gone yet, but when you have less people? That's how I understood that.
No clue. Guess I'm just gonna take a short hop.
With your champion?
Yeah,
Where?
on the point. And I'm gonna cap it.
Okay.
I don't think I can do anything else with him. Sort of hunker down. I don't know.
Is he shot?
No.
Okay, so he's still in conceal. Oh. Hey, look at that. We'll put that back if it's needed. Because now you guys can kind of what's going on right there. Yeah, some moron set this board up really inconveniently considering how the cameras are placed in the room. That's my bad. I mean, that's whoever's bad.
Too late.
Whoops. Okay. Damn it. I don't have any clearer of an objective to go for. I mean, I could move this guy over here and shoot you, which would probably be my best bet to stop you from getting that objective. But then what if this guy needs help? This is my regular warrior.
Doesn't he still have a conceal order though?
Yeah, I
This
could.
guy.
Yeah, but if I move up here, you're just out in the open. You have to be obscured or be in cover, which is why I could move over here, or I could move up into this corner so that I'm actually like in this cover. I think I'm gonna do that. That way I could still pivot if needed. Let me actually. Oh, this guy also has to pick a loadout. I didn't see that. I'm just for the sake of keeping it the same. He'll just keep a regular bolt rifle because I didn't notice that he had a bunch of options as well. So we'll just move all up in this little corner. They're gonna shoot at you. Wow. Ridiculous. Bolt rifle 4, 3 up, piercing crits 1, 4. And you get 2 dice on your lead guy. Also took a bunch of the 2 saves.
Oh yeah.
So you could either, I guess, save the 2 regulars or the 1 crit.
What's the damage difference?
I think it's 4 or 5. 3, 4? 3, 4. Oh.
Saving both of the regulars would be
Yeah.
smarter. But
So just
if
4
I don't
damage.
save this damage, he's about to die.
4 damage.
Did not.
He's dead.
Of course he is.
And your button turns off. Oh, wait a second. Stop, Annie. Guess I might as well spend my second shooting at your blind guy. 2 regular little hits.
Save 1.
I have 3 damage. And it's your turn. Yeah, I took a chunk of those barricades that I got out of that giant Legion sale because I have 2 full baggies of these and figured I'd paint them up the same way just in case I needed them for something. First. Yeah, this is part of what we were talking about. The last time we did this was playing on the orange board, but not really having any of the terrain here that matched. So I had a bunch of this that I painted up for Shatterpoint. That's just generic kind of whatever that I just repainted to be rusty, shitty industrial stuff.
Your turn.
What'd you do?
Move dash this guy back here.
So I've got these 3 fellas here. Guy gave bolt rifle. Well, then he's got the auxiliary grenade launcher. Does that mean I could just chuck a grenade or shoot a grenade? Be terrible, actually. Is or also need to remember that these firefight ploys can be used during combat. Transhuman physiology, that's kind of neat. You can retain one of your normal successes as a crit.
That figures.
What, something that would have
Saved my champion, yeah.
Yeah, that's. I was like, wait a minute. Granted,
Because they all have disgustingly resilient. Which means I can roll a d6 on 4 and ups. I can subtract 1 from the damage. One of my firefight ploys is sickening resilience, which just allows me to take
just
a damage off. Which means I could have rolled for the thing, potentially gotten 1, and then used sickening resilience to get 2 off and actually saved him. At least for long enough for my plague caster to heal him.
I gotta remember my purity seals that lets me shooting, fighting, or retaliating. If you roll 2 or more fails, you can discard one of them and keep the other one as a success. This guy, I think I'm just gonna shoot that guy. Four on 3 ups. Two hits. And it's piercing. Yeah, piercing crits for the bolt rifle.
I get 2.
Yep. Son of a gun. Out of the woods yet. I'm coming for you. Son of a bitch. Well, you know what? Use that purity seal. Take my normal success. Son of a bitch. Useless purity seals. And I can only do that once per round. Your turn. Move, shoot for me. Climb, move, climb, shoot, whatever.
I thought the last time we established that is the reason you were able to shoot because of the seal?
No, they could just shoot.
Because I thought that we established that you still had to have the APL for that.
Yeah, I've got 3. Move, shoot.
But you had to climb first, right?
Climbing is a move. That's why I said move, climb, whatever.
Okay.
Climbing, I was just being specific about the fact that I went up. Moving in this game seems to be treated like you could just walk up walls as long as you have the distance.
Just enough.
This is a good example of talking about the whole obscuring thing, is if you drew it from both sides, you would hit this building, but why would you ever do that when you could just, we're not going to count this thing, because it seems unnecessary to count that as like a whatever. So.
And that is my Brain Warrior. Operative is shooting. This operative defense dice results of 5+ are critical successes. Okay. Is there anything that I can use? bigger than 7 inches?
Could be.
Yes. So I'll use virulent poison.
I just discard the dice. Just throw it back over there in the pile.
Okay, so I got one, but I don't think I ever flipped it over. I think I should have one left, right? I don't know. Doesn't matter. So I have to roll 2 dice. If the result is 7+, one enemy within 7 inches gains a poison token.
Okay.
Come on, 8 again. 9. So that dude's poisoned.
Okay.
So now, whenever I
that's a ploy. Okay.
whenever I'm attacking him, it adds 1 to both damage stats of my weapon.
Okay.
Now instead of 3/4, it'll be 4/5.
Yep.
Big damage. Big damage.
3 damages.
Classify that as big damage. Which is a shame because my Astartes, I could perform 2 shoot actions, but I had to use a move and a dash to get there.
This is 3. So let's see. What does this say?
Looks like you counted all 3.
Well, that is a 1, but might as well spend.
Well, I was talking about the crit for the 2 hits.
Oh, yeah, true. That rule is never going to stick in my head. Basically, all that would have let me do is just retain one of my fails as a crit, I think. Or retain one of my normals as a crit. So. Works for me. My turn?
Yeah.
Which I got Grenade Dude and Hammer Bro. I need you guys to get a little closer so I don't have to feel so.
That is what closeness is.
Especially because there's nowhere for me to go at this point that's not going to be open to be shot.
Well, because of how you're talking about their sightlines being, you're in a position where I can't even shoot you back. You have free reign to shoot me if you can
shoot this
see me.
guy.
Yeah, but I mean, and that's the only guy I've got left to go with.
And then technically, I guess with this guy, if you move him over here, you can probably shoot that guy.
Yeah. But I think I used all my luck up getting to go first.
I am so tempted to throw a grenade somewhere, but you hold me too spread out.
And the problem is that the grenades only have like a 6-inch range.
Yeah, so I have to move. Do you have anybody left? Who have you not gone with? Oh. That's a dicey call. If I am to jump down there, I could get obliterated. Even the crack grenade's 4 on a 4-up, but it does big damage. What does this guy do? Oh, well, this says... What? Grenadier can use frag and cracks. Those grenades from equipment. Oh, okay. Whenever it's doing so, improve the hit stats of that weapon by 1. So I guess I'd be looking for 3s instead of 4s. That makes them slightly more intense.
I feel like the grenades having a higher hit counter, they should do a little more damage than 2 and 4.
Well, the frag's 2 and 4, the crack's 4 and 5.
The blight grenades, which is the fancy version of what I've got, is 2 and 4.
Yeah, but I imagine it's more for all the other shit, the poison and the other stuff.
Saturate, severe, and poison.
Because if you hit one, like if you get a good cluster of people that you could throw that on everybody, you get poison on all of them.
And most of these guys have toxic, where if I'm shooting them, it improves the damage.
Let's see, do I have anything that lets me zoom? Zoom? Can I zoom? Counteracting. useless. No, that still doesn't make any sense. I feel like I'm missing out on a large portion of like maybe what these guys can do, because I do not, my brain is not comprehending the combat doctrine strategy ploy. Because then there's a firefight ploy that lets me adjust which of those three I guess I have. Maybe I do understand it, but whatever. I don't know what the fuck to do. I kind of want to climb up here just because it would be funny, but that doesn't benefit me in any way. Because he's got a pistol. I can only shoot 8 inches. So I guess I could... This game measures flat or not. Flat's the easiest way to measure it, but... Shoot you, but... That seems so lame! Yes. Or 2. As far as I can go. Pop down. Kind of seeing it right here. Reach you at all? That's 8. Sure. 6. I'd probably be better off going for your plague guy, because I doubt I'm going to kill that guy, and then you could just heal him next round. Body Kool-Aid. Now I have to choose. Although I guess I could double shoot you. Although I played Rogue Trader, you can throw grenades and shoot at stuff if you have the AP to do it, so this doesn't make sense. Damn. I also have the Auspex thing. When a friendly Angel of Death operative performs the shoot action and you're selecting a valid target, you can use this rule. If you do until the end of the activation, counteraction, enemy operatives within 8 inch of that friendly operative cannot be obscured. So I guess if, I don't know, like my heavy was here and you were here, if I shot him with this guy, he wouldn't count as obscured for me shooting him with this guy over here, because I guess he's highlighted. That's kind of interesting. I guess I'm probably just going to double shoot you.
Who?
Oh, him. Because I could reach him, but if I can't full kill him, you're just going to heal him anyway, so that seems like a waste. I'd be better off trying to get rid of him, I think. With my bolt pistol. 4 on 3 ups, range 8, piercing crits. Whenever this op is shooting, during an activation in which it hasn't performed the charge, fall back, or reposition. I think reposition is what literally move is.
That's what I assume.
So I was correct in that if I move, I can't use that rule. So 4 on 3 ups. Doing a crit.
Severe, I assume.
No. That's if I
Oh,
or no, piercing crits, yes. Severe was getting like a guaranteed crit. That was what I was looking at over here.
So the piercing crit means I only get 2.
Yes.
I'll say one of the regulars.
So that is 4, 5, 6, 7.
That rule helped me a lot last time. And so
Yeah,
far
it was saving a bunch of them.
It benefited me none.
And second shoot. 3 regulars. So 3 damage. You guys haven't spent enough time in the dumpster lately to get,
I guess
get
not.
nice and resilient to the stench.
Actually, kind of rude. So just to say I did it at least once, I'm going to move up just far enough. Throw a grenade in your face. So, a blight grenade. And I'm looking at 4 attack dice, looking for 4 and ups. It's got severe and poison.
Does he have the same thing that my guy has, where you get the improved thing by 1 because he's a grenadier guy? Grenadier.
Doing so doesn't count towards any limited uses you have. Whenever it's doing so, improve the hit stat of the weapon by 1, and blight grenades have a toxic weapon rule.
So you're looking for what, 3s? Yeah.
Yeah. Before, looking for 3s. 2 crits.
That didn't help you at all.
No, it didn't. 2 critties.
That is... I don't remember how this works. Is it a crit for 2 regulars or 2 regulars for a crit?
That's for does the grenade count as shooting?
Yeah.
I can't remember. Every time you throw what you think it is, it throws me off.
I don't remember. I don't know what I just read. Oh,
One
no.
hit for 1 hit or 2 hits for a crit.
This is talking about blast, and it says after resolving the shooting action. So this is talking about a grenade, the blight grenade specifically, and it talks about it as a shooting action. That's what I just read. So is it 2 hits for a crit in shooting? So nothing?
Nothing.
Okay.
I roll 2 crits and get nothing.
Good. Keep your foul nurgle goo balls away from me. You know why? It's because the Emperor protects or whatever.
Oh! I'm gonna shoot you. Because I can shoot for the Astartes.
I thought it had to be
Faction rule.
a bolt gun or a psychic weapon.
He's got a bolt gun.
But you shot... Oh, no, a bolt gun for one of them, not a bolt gun for both of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now I'm going to shoot you in the face.
Wow. You shot my healer. 2 crits.
Hit.
That is anything, because it's kind of a gray area. Grenade, I don't think mattered. The shooting might matter, but that is kind of a weird thing. This is where I don't understand why obscured is better than cover, because if anything, I would say I'm obscured. But if, I guess you, well, no, even if you drew a line from that side of him, I think you'd probably, maybe not. But whatever, at best, I would say that looks obscured more than I'm in covered, but technically the obscured bonus is better than the cover bonus. So I don't understand. 3 saves. So
1 crit and a regular.
yeah.
So I hit you for 4 damage. And because I have poison rounds, you're poisoned.
Yeah.
Oh.
The bolt guns.
Bolt pistols have poison and severe weapon rules.
That was just bolt guns in general.
Bolt guns and bolt pistols.
Yeah.
So severe, if I hadn't read it, I didn't realize it would have did the thing and stuff.
Damage. What'd you say, 4?
Yes.
Well, I think severe is if you get no crits,
Yeah.
you get a
Yeah.
crit, but you had a crit. So.
I just didn't realize that was a
That's
thing.
fine.
Don't forget you're poisoned.
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah, get poisoned.
My turn.
Yeah. Who do you even have left?
My lead guy. But he doesn't have a gun, so.
Hiding back there with his hammer.
Yeah. But he doesn't have any sort of a better move stat as a result of that. But you just die so damn fast in this game. I don't want to take him anywhere. And
I think you mean that quite literally, because I'm the only one dying.
That's because I'm playing like little rats.
I've been shooting at you and throwing stuff at you, and it just hadn't stuck.
So I have a total distance of 9. That's like, I don't know, 3. I don't think that's close enough to be in range. Anyway, it's not that I can finish in range. I don't want to get shot in my face. Although, oh, well, you didn't have enough stuff to claim it anyways.
I'm all out of people.
Yeah, I meant the last round. So, oh, god damn it. All right, well, I'm just gonna move Dash up into here.
That's where I get confused.
What?
That token, you're out in the open.
Yeah, so it doesn't do me any good. But I can't shoot you or charge, but I could just change that at the start of the next thing. So, although you can't shoot me if I'm obscured. So, like, if I was here, these guys could shoot me, but you could not get a line to shoot me over here because there's like stuff or whatever. So it just keeps you safer from technicality, really. You dash. Claim. I'm gonna be really bummed if he dies before I get to even swing that thing once.
To be fair, you killed my champion before he did anything.
To be fair, I painted and put all these together, motherfucker.
That doesn't have anything to do with
I just want to
anything.
use them before he dies because I found all this stuff and printed them out because I wanted to use a Thunderhammer. And if he dies before I get to use it, it was all for nothing. Flip all of our tokens. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6.
Do not how you know how you just made that happen.
I don't know. I like tried to scooch it out, and I guess I like kick flipped it, and it flipped almost in place. Okay. Strategy ploys. I don't think I've used any yet.
Since we're at the beginning of round 3, does that mean I get... Do we need to roll for initiative and then see if we get stuff back?
Yeah, might as well. So you get 1, and I get 2, which that gives me 6. I haven't used any. What is balanced?
That's interesting. Cloud of Flies. Place one of the Cloud of Flies markers in the kill zone. Whenever an op is shooting a friendly Plague Marine op that is more than 3 inches from it, if that friendly op is wholly within the 3 inches of that marker, that friendly op is obscured.
That's like a smoke grenade.
Yeah.
Kind of gross, actually.
Yeah.
I guess that's where part of that would, like, you could move out into this to take this objective, but have your little cloudfly thing over it, and then I couldn't shoot them and conceal if they were on it.
Okay. I think I am going to use one of these.
Whenever a friendly Angel of Death operative is X, the weapon had the balance. X is the doctrine you selected. Balance lets me re-roll one of your attack dice. Shooting an operative more than 6 inches from it. Shooting an operative within 6 inches of it. Fighting or retaliating. God, that is incredibly specific. Because then I have a firefight ploy that lets me adjust it. But I would assume, again, I can only do that once. Going into round 3. Oh, yeah, I guess we should score the things, huh?
The score is you're winning.
These?
I've got no victory points. I've done nothing.
Gotta learn you.
We're trying.
End of the game, players receive 1 victory point at the end if they control more, so I get 4 points.
So I'm going to use one of my strategy ploys. Select one enemy op within 3 inches of a friendly plague marine op, or one enemy op that has one of your poison tokens and within 7 inches of a friendly plague marine. Until the end of the selected op's next activation, subtract 1 from its APL stat.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't catch any of that.
Basically, if they're poisoned or within 3 inches of one of my characters, I subtract 1 from the APL.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hit this dude with it. No,
Wait,
I'm not.
what? You just said if they're poisoned, they get blah blah blah. And what are you hitting me with?
It's called Nurglings. It's
Oh.
one of my ploys.
Okay.
If they're poisoned and within 7 inches, which that guy is.
Did you just pick a firefight ploy?
No, it's a strategy.
Yours are backwards from mine. I'm kind of dumb. Who put this together? My firefight ploys are on the bottom.
Strategy ploys are over here. Firefights are on the other card.
Oh, yours are on separate cards. What the F? I give up.
So, yeah, -1 on his APL, because I don't think that guy's within 7 inches.
Oh, you pick one that is poisoned.
Yeah, and within 7 inches of one of my characters.
That makes more sense.
Let me see this.
I thought you were just saying anybody who is poisoned gets all of this stuff. I'm like,
No.
I don't know.
Oh, no. Actually, I'm going to hit this guy with it.
That's like he was within 7 for you to poison him in the first place.
What? He didn't have to be within 7 for me to poison him. I shot him, and that's why he's poisoned.
No, you use the, whatever his fucking skill is. You used something on him and then shot him because it would give you a bonus.
Oh. What was that?
The warrior? Blade warrior guy? Unless you used a firefight ploy.
I used a firefight ploy. So he's poisoned and within 7 inches, so I'm gonna hit him with that, so he has 1 less APL.
Okay.
And I just spent my one and only man token. I'm losing, and
Well, if it makes
not
you feel any
getting any
better,
advantages.
I have 6, and there's still not much of anything that I could think of. I might just go with Indomitus. Indomitus? Fingers and toes. Goddamn gross. But thank you. Keep them away from me. Indominus
Dominus Rex.
Indomitable.
Prohibidado.
Yeah. Whenever an operative is shooting a friendly Angel of Death operative, if you roll 2 or more fails, you can discard one of them and make it a success.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't catch any of that.
Basically, if I roll, I guess, my saves, whenever an operative is shooting a friendly, if you roll 2 or more fails, you can discard one of them and keep the other one a success. So if I roll a save and 2 fails, I could just get a second save, essentially, if you're shooting my people.
You know, you have a whole lot better defensives than I do.
They're Space Marines.
So are they!
They were falling apart. Your guts are literally falling out.
Then they should have some superhuman advantages.
They do. You make people stink. Yeah, that's all I got. And you're going first again.
Okay.
Round 3 of 4. Current score is 4-0. Filch. Indomitus.
You'll get there eventually.
It's Indomitus. Indomitus. I feel like there's supposed to be like an N somewhere.
Let me see.
Indomitus.
I
like
heard
that's
of
not-
Indomitable.
Yeah, I don't know if that's spelled.
Unless that's like their funky
Indomitable.
English Latin combination. What? Whenever an enemy operative that has one of your poison tokens is activated within 3 inches of a friendly plague marine, inflict D3 damage on it?
Yeah.
What is D3 damage?
So, because it's a D6, D3 divided by 2. So 1, 2 is 1, 2, 3 is 2, and or 1, 2 is 1, 3, 4 is 2, and 5 and 6 is 3. So each 2 brackets is 1. So you have D3 damage. That's a 4, so that's 3, 4. That would be 2.
So instead of it being just 1 damage, it would inflict more damage.
Yeah, you can either do 1, 2, or 3 damage.
Okay.
It's just depending on which bracket of the. They make D3, but you could do that with a D6.
Okay, so I am going to. Okay, first off, before I do anything, can I shoot him without moving? I mean, it looks like there's the very edge of this box. It might be in front of the far right side of
this is
mine.
where the stupid stuff comes in, because technically, if you draw your line from this edge of the base, he's not obscured.
Okay.
Which is why I think it's kind of stupid. It should be like, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me, but technically, I think he is.
The way that I would have thought about it is literally
from each side,
base to base.
Yeah, that
and
would
if
make
there's
sense.
anything that intercepts the line, then
That would make sense. Although I guess that would kind of punish larger based characters, but that is kind of intentionally done to balance more powerful characters that they are on larger bases, but they also get to move a little further. So I don't know.
Well, then I'm gonna hit you with my plague spewer.
Of course.
5 attack die, looking for 2 up.
I'll let you know though. I'm indomitable. I want to say indomitable, but there's no
Speech impediment.
indomitable.
Saturate, severe, torrent, 2-inch, and poison.
Saturate has to do with cover. Torrent is AoE, and severe is if you don't get a crit. You're
Right.
guaranteed a crit.
Okay. So 5 die.
Literally all of them.
Oh yeah, 2s. Okay. Well, 2 crits and 3 hits.
Sick. Okay. You got anything special, little buddy? Hell no. Do I have any firefight ploys that could fuck you up? In the roll defense step, you can retain one of your normals as a crit. Let's see what we. Okay, that's all saves. Fuck it.
So one of your saves is a crit?
Yeah. Transhuman physiology. When an op is shooting a friendly thing, in the roll defense step, you can retain one of your normal successes as a crit instead.
Do you want to save 2 hits and a crit? Or do you want to save both crits?
Is that
3-3, doesn't matter.
what the? Well, I can't math.
Well,
I would be.
grand total, that
That
is
gets me more quantity.
3 times 5, that's 15 damage. So you save both of these. That's going to be 6 that you save off of it. Plus a crit is another 3, that's 9. If you save both of the crits, that's 6.
Well, I don't want to say both of the crits, but.
Well, your only
Oh
option
yeah, I
is
guess that's the only.
2 saves and a crit. So either way, I'm hitting you with 6 damage.
Yeah, I guess that's as good as it's gonna get, huh?
And now since I hit you and you're damaged, you're not poisoned.
Yeah.
And I'm going to shoot you again.
Can you shoot me again?
Actually, I don't
Because he
know.
doesn't have a bolt gun. That's part of what I ran into last week when I did this by myself. Is everybody I shot with that didn't have bolt guns. Can't be in 6. So.
The only thing it says anything against is psychic weapons I can only use once. But it doesn't specify plague spewer either.
I thought it specifies that one of the weapons selected has to be a blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Because mine says
Yeah.
a bolt weapon must be selected to do it.
That's fine. Because then I'm just going to
Scooch.
yeah.
What'd you just do to me? You just shoot? That was it?
Yeah.
And you've got, what, 3 to my 3, so nobody's getting nothing. This might come into play in a minute. This might be a question for people in chat. Is this like Legion or something to where if I'm engaged, can you shoot people who are engaged in fighting? I don't know. Because that very well might come into play here in a second. Kind of want to go with him before he gets up. No, check to see if you're close enough. So that's going to be 6 into 7. Well, he's not going to die, so go ahead and hold on. Nope. Almost. So he's going to activate, get a damage, roll your d6. That's 3 damage, Jesus Christ. As good as it could have been. Literally just took 4 more damage just from activating. I guess I'm gonna charge. Fight you. That's 1, 2. Thunderhammer has shock, stun, and then I've got the aggressive thing, so it's going to have rending, whatever that means. You retain any crits, retain 1 normal success as a crit too. Okay, interesting. I got 5 dice. I'm looking for 4s. That feels like shit. What's the name of the ploy? No ploys, just in general. If I'm like this scenario here, because now we're like engaged in fighting, can somebody else shoot somebody in that scenario? Does that make sense? Use this firefight ploy when a friendly angel of death do the fight during activation, in which it performed charge at the start of the resolve attack die step until the end of that action. Its melee weapon has the shock rule. I already have shock, thanks. The first time you strike during the sequence, inflict 1 additional damage. Oh boy, what the hell is shock? So basically that firefight ploy would just...
First crit strike in each sequence, also discard 1 unresolved.
Yeah, basically
normal.
if I do damage with crit, I would get rid of 1 of your normals. So it would do damage and get rid of stuff. But this stupid ploy gives me shock, I guess, on a weapon that wouldn't otherwise have shock. It does.
You got a hammer.
But it also, the first time you strike, do additional damage up to 7, which I guess there's melee weapons out there that do 6 damage. I don't know. Trying to see if there's anything that will...
He said no, I don't think so, but he's going to double check the rule book.
Okay, so there's nothing that I could really do to help my hit chance. Also haven't picked champions. Well, you know what? I guess it's just going to be my guy, because I was going to say, I guess we'll just make it these 2 dudes, but you already went with that guy and he didn't kill me. He got close, but...
Hey, he only got close after you activated.
Well, it wouldn't have counted, because I think that's still... I would count that as you killing him.
Can you die from poison damage?
I don't see why not. So I've got 5 looking for 4s. Shock, stun. What the hell's stun? Crit. Subtract 1 APL of target until the end of its next activation. Okay, interesting. Shooting rules. Select valid target. Cannot select target that has friendlies within control range. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Hey, imagine that. I needed 4s and a bunch of misses. Retaliating. Roll 2 or more fails. Discard 1, retain the other as a normal success. So we might as well take a 3rd for my purity seal. feel like that's probably all I'm going to get out of this, I think. Rending is any crits retained. I didn't. Shock has to do with crits, so I just whiffed it. So you get to roll with whatever your melee is, I guess.
Fist probably. Yeah. 4's at 3+. Wait, 4 at 3+.
Your fisty fists.
Yeah.
1.
That is excellent. It is.
Well, I'm just gonna cancel that. So you're gonna take 10 damage. It does 5-6 damage.
Wait. That's great.
Can he fight twice? I don't know if he could fight twice. What am I looking for? If it's two, oh, okay, if it's 2 shoot actions, it has to be a bolt gun. Okay, so I can fuck you up again, and I'm gonna. Because I want a better showing out of this dude. Uh, 5 on 4. That's better. And then shock or rending. If you retain any crits, 1 normal success as crit 2. That is, I don't know who typed up this little reference sheet. Rending in here. In my limited little rule book. It is not. That just sounds like I upgrade a regular hit to a crit, right? If you retain any crits, retain 1 normal success as crit 2.
That's what it sounds like.
Big critter. Or been using a thunder hammer in okay, so with shock, if I cancel a crit, no, if I do damage with a crit, is that what you had?
Yeah.
If I do damage with a crit, I get rid of 1 of your regular. I'm gonna deal damage, crit. That'll cancel 1 of your thingies. That's 6 damage. You dead yet?
Yeah.
All right, sick. So nothing else happened. You dead. Hell yeah, brother. He did some stuff. There's some. Because I don't have anything else to capture that.
Yep. Oh yeah. Arginin.
Here we go again. I just fixed the camera, god damn it.
So that doesn't actually apply. I'm rolling 5 dice looking for 3s. It's got brutal, severe, shock, and poison.
Sounds way better than a thunder hammer.
Well, you can only block with crits.
Yeah. Brutal, severe guarantees you a crit. Oop.
Wow.
Were you looking for 3s?
Yeah.
And you got no crit, so you get a. Is it a normal success as a crit? I think it's a normal success as a crit.
1 normal is crit, yeah.
Ha ha! Love it. So I'm looking at 5 on 4s. But you might have just done goofed a little bit. Although, what do you have? Shock? That you have shock?
Yes.
What's your damage profile?
4 or 5.
Well, lucky for you, that 1 crit, if you do, it's your choice because you charged me. You do damage with that, he's dead.
Well, that's not really a choice.
Yeah.
You're fucked.
I was gonna say, but it also cancel out 1 of my regulars because of shock, but
Yeah, I
Doesn't matter.
if it didn't work, then I was going to hit you again. And then I guess I'll cap that.
Oh,
point.
and I killed you, so I get 2 victory points
Yep.
from champion guy.
I never picked a champion.
Well.
'Cause, before I went, I knew I was going to charge him, but this guy was going to pick him, but
And you didn't. Nope.
but I'm going to cap that.
Charge fight cap.
Yep.
Um.
My red.
Yeah. Which I don't think that's at all what those tokens are for, but it's what.
Oh, but wait. I killed somebody. I got a victory point.
Yes.
Ah, I'm on the board.
So.
You got some garbage you can eat. Entrails, maybe?
Okay, so this guy has an AP subtraction, right?
Yep. You only got 2.
I know there was little subtraction thingies in here. I don't know if I want to go with him. Right here. Why? Don't forget such things. One wound. I think I'm gonna get a little spicy. And go with this guy. Which is this fella. And that's gonna have me looking for 3s.
Did he just take poison damage?
Yeah.
Roll the vent.
Yeah, I'm not within 3 inches of you.
Oh, is it only?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's like you. Yuck. Gross. I'm gonna throw my grenade, a frag grenade. Those 2 dudes, because I can, and you're within close enough to do so. That's 4 dice. Normally on 4s, but because he's a grenadier, I'm looking for 3s. But it only does 2 4s. Hopefully I get some fat crits. Oh. Oh, it wouldn't have mattered. Okay. Wait a minute. No, it would have mattered. Because you didn't roll that crit that killed me. It upgraded because of severe, right?
Yeah.
I would have lived. Because of the tilting shields. You can't retain anything other than a 6 as a crit as a result of other things, including severe. So, like, you can't upgrade to a 6. You have to actually raw roll the 6, which means he would have lived. Damn it!
Bummer for you, because
Yeah.
I've gotten killed from things I didn't see either.
This is why I play tournament. It's also my 3rd game, so leave me alone.
I blame Andy.
Yeah, that's a good rule. All right, I'm looking for 3s. And this is, I guess, on the plague guy first. I think that is in defense. Sharpshooter, which I haven't acknowledged not once. The sharpshooter stuff, being able to crit on 5s, hardy, whenever I. No, it doesn't matter.
I'm still rolling.
Got the mute off in time. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Wow.
So save 1, take 1.
Looks like it.
Well, enjoy your 2 damage. I think.
On the playcaster?
Yeah.
He's dead.
Is he?
Well, let's find out. No, even if I
It's
save
a
one.
minimum of 2, right? Or
I don't know, but either way, even if I only took 1, he'd still be dead. He's only got 14 wounds. He's
Yeah,
at 13
okay.
now.
all right, well that works. And then the splash on the other guy. Same thing. 4 looking for 3s. Ooh, big. Might actually get some damage through with this grenade.
Considering my rolls have been dog shit today. So, what's the damage profile?
2, 4.
Okay, so then I'm going to,
Get rid of the crits.
yeah, get rid of the crits.
Enjoy your 2 damage.
And that's on the Marine Warrior.
That's the
Grenadier.
Yeah.
Bombardier. Whatever. Judge me.
that is double shoot. Sure. Yeah. Your turn.
So here's the question. Can I shoot you and then charge you?
No. I don't think you can charge and shoot within the same stuff. I don't think. This does not specify in such things, but I feel like charge. I don't think you can, but I could be wrong about that. Someone else might be able to.
Doesn't say anything there. Because here it says not if concealed, controlled by, or controlled, or whatever. There's no exceptions for that.
Any of these fine people have an answer. Maybe that's just the benefit of like the 3 APL teams, but it seems kind of ridiculous that you'd be able to shoot, charge, and fight all within the same thing. But not all the teams have 3 APL. Which I do kind of wish they'd given teams that weren't so identical. All right, Google. You shoot and charge in the same building. Okay, well, this says it is the core play style of some teams that shoot, charge, and fight. As long as you have the APL. Yes.
Okay. Well, we'll see if it's relevant. I'm gonna shoot this guy, chainsword dude, with my Marine Warrior toxic bolt gun. Means since I'm shooting somebody poisoned, my damage profile will be 4/5. Rolling 4, looking for 3s.
Also says that you can charge, fight, shoot if you manage to kill somebody.
2 crits and a hit.
Written 2 hits.
4/5. So I hit you with 4 damage.
This intercessor guy.
And I'm going to charge you. We've already established I'm within 7 inches. And I'm going to melee your face. Severe and poison. Can poison stack?
Mm.
Because if that's the case, you would have gotten a poison for the shoot. I think it's just a token. I don't think it stacks.
I swear there was a thing in here about poison, but I guess not.
That's funny. So, rolling 4, looking for 3s again. And it does have severe, so I'll change one of my hits into a crit. 2 hits and a crit.
No. Get rid of that crit. gonna use my tilting shields before I forget again. No, you don't have to get rid of it. You just can't upgrade it.
Oh.
Your opponent cannot retain attack dice results of less than a 6 as a crit, due as a result of lethal, rending, or severe.
Okay.
Was that this guy?
I hope you whiff on all of it.
Chainsword. 3, 5. Looking for 3s.
Saved all of it. Or, well,
yeah. I don't think any of my wacky shit has to do with any of this. No. So you get to go first. Which this is where the math and the mental gymnastics get on top of me.
Well,
His is
damage yet.
what's your damage profile?
4 or 5. So 4.
I'll just to save myself some trouble. Get that out.
We'll do 4.
And I guess I'm going to do 3 more damage.
We'll cancel and do 4 more. My turn?
Yeah, those are all 3 of my apples.
Apples. How much health you got? 14?
Yeah.
We're like neck and neck currently. Although when I activate them, ooh, I could take some stuff, that's for sure. Taking out 4 damn damage. Damage? 4 damn? Nah, whatever. It has not gone yet.
For me?
Isn't that it?
Yeah, that's all I got left. I've only got 3 people on the field.
You know what's funny? Or maybe that's just being shot. Maybe, I was gonna say, I don't know if actually you could charge him because he was still in conceal, but I don't know actually how that works. Let's just go ahead and get this out of the way. Roll your thingy. That's 2. At 10. There's a good chance, unless I get a very good roll, I'm probably dead in this fight action. Woo! I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So. What are you looking for?
3s. So I got 2. Oh, well, I don't think, no, that wasn't relevant. Well, this is relevant. Whenever an operative is, no, never mind, nothing. Only for shooting. 5s are treated as critical successes. That's only for shooting, though.
Deal damage with that. That's 5. Your turn.
I don't think it matters. Even if I block both of these, you still get 1 more damage through and he's dead. He only takes 1 more hit.
They're gonna do damage to me then. I mean, if you're gonna die this round, it would make sense to lose out on whatever your base. What's your base stat?
3.
You almost would have got me, but that puts me at 13. And then you're dead. Give me that one. And fight and capture, since I can't do a third thing, you a-hole. Yeah, point. And he's done.
My turn.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to follow in the line of his predecessor, and I'm going to shoot and charge. Actually, I got one more blight grenade. I'm going to hit you with a blight grenade first. That way, if you do kill me, you've still got poison on you.
That guy has not... No, he's got 5 damage of 14.
So, blight grenade.
I can't really see this. It's that guy coming at. It's right here.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever somebody's shooting me, I get crits on 5s. Which, again, that might be the first time I've actually thought about that.
Yeah, like you've had so many of my rolls to worry about.
Ah! I guess. Well, what's the damage profile on that?
2-4.
That's the same either way.
Yeah. So you're taking 4 damage.
Yeah.
And you're poisoned again.
That's 5. 9.
And now I'm going to charge.
Man.
And I'm going to punch you. 4 looking for 3s.
Does it literally say fist even though he has a knife in his hand?
Yes.
Okay.
4's looking for 3s.
2 punchy punches.
Yeah.
This is Grenadier. He's got a chainsword.
No, he doesn't.
Wow. That's what he's got apparently. 1, 2, 3, 5 3s. You get to go first. Oh, I guess that makes sense. He is an assault intercessor. He just is a grenadier, so he gets the fancy grenade stuff. I think I'd rather him be holding a chainsword and throwing a grenade versus whatever. But... And his is 4-5.
I'm going to put some damage through.
Okay. What is it?
4. No, sorry, 3.
I was going to say 4 on a fist. Jesus.
3, 4.
So that's 9 to 12. 11 to 12. Is he taking any damage?
2.
Oh, fuck me. Okay, well, let's just cancel that so I don't have to worry about it.
So I take a crit and a regular.
That is 9.
I'm at 11.
Okay.
That was only 2 actions. No, it's 3.
Yeah,
It's a
shoot, charge,
Okay.
fight. But, given as after I go, you'll get to go with him and do one more AP thing. Oh, I guess you could go with him too, if you were so inclined. I can't shoot at him. I'd have to fight him with something. And I ain't getting near that asshole. So we'll just go with this guy and shoot you.
Well, I'm going to use my special attack and use my flail to spin all your bullets.
I don't think you can do that. I'm just saying.
He just spins it like this.
No. It's not Deadpool from the shitty X-Men movies. This is the Gunner. with, I think he just had a regular bolt rifle. So 4 on 3s. Piercing crits. Ooh. Terrible. So I haven't moved, so I get severe from sharpshooter. Have I used purity seals this round?
Yes.
I was thinking I was early, but I couldn't remember. And I don't think anything else applies. That's just the one. And you get two dice. So nada.
It's not.
That is.
Wait. What?
Blade fighter.
Okay. Is it just okay? It was just that guy.
What did I say 5, 4, 4. 4 damage. What? Oh, that's your extra.
Ugh. Not that it's done me any good.
I don't think you've saved a single one.
Not one. Not one damage. Wait, what?
No damage on the fighter yet? Jesus.
It was the fighter.
Yeah, I know.
That's who you just shot.
Didn't know he hadn't taken any damage yet.
No, because he was behind this freaking
All right, let's try that
smoke
again.
stack.
4, 3 up. And one of those will become a crit.
Come on, nothing but crits. Oh, I guess I'm saving a crit then. This is 3 ups, isn't it? What am I looking for?
Yes.
Yeah, 3 ups. So I guess I'll save a crit.
So 2.
Wait, hold on. What's the damage profile?
3, 4. Yeah. So 6.
No, I'm not saving a crit. I'm
4.
saving both the regulars.
So
4 damage.
Yeah. And that
Is also the end of the round? No, you still got that guy to go with.
so I have 2 guys to go with.
Oh, well, get to it, man. Standing around back there.
Oh, did we decide that counteract lets you? Because you can't. I think each guy can counteract once. I think.
I mean,
I think it was one guy. Each guy can counteract once. So like if he was the last guy, you can't just keep going with him. Trying to decide if I want to move that guy over there. Kind of seems like a bad idea. I'm not gonna do that.
since I'm contesting this, doesn't that mean you don't get it?
No, you just can't take it because I captured it before anybody was there. I think you just can't flip it until you have superiority over it.
Hmm.
That is how I understood it. Oh, I also forgot that you could do command reroll, so you could spend command points to reroll a dice, which I completely forgot about.
A little too late for that to help me.
Yeah. I also forgot all about Indominus, whatever. It might have helped me at some point because you've shot me a few times and I completely ignored it. So
See, that's the problem that I have with games like this is there's too many rules that you can't keep up with. Too many little
well, it's our third
additions.
time. If you play it a bunch, you're going to get used. That's why you're supposed to play the team that you want to play. You just know what they are capable of doing at any moment.
Kind of like playing Spider-Man.
You can put that stuff in the floor.
Oh, yeah.
I just have all the stuff from that shelf sitting there until I deal with the stupid TV. So you get to go with someone.
Goody.
You get 1 action point.
Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna hit that guy then.
Punch me.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna backfire, I'm sure, but you know,
It
whatever.
might not, all things considered.
All right, 4, looking for 3 ups. No. Yeah, Bombardier. It's the Bombardier. So.
This is grenade on grenade crime.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm absolutely dead. Because you get to go first, so it's irrelevant.
and I've also killed 2 people, so.
Which sucks, because that's a decent roll.
All right, well, get punched.
How much?
4, yeah.
Yeah, so he's dead.
Thank God for that.
But now nobody has this. I'm not actively pressing the button, if I understand.
Yeah, who's gonna sit there and hold a button while they shoot?
I feel like we do that plenty playing Space Marine. Like trying to roll those stupid things and
That's
you're just
true.
getting your ass beat. Okay.
Getting tackled.
How much health you got?
On
Three
who?
more. The guy in the middle.
3 on the bombardier, and which actually I probably shouldn't have killed that guy because now he can be shot.
True enough.
Yeah. At least I got my my goal in for the one game. I punched somebody to death.
So we're gonna move our 4.
God, that's a fat guy.
And shoot you with a focused shot. Which is 5, looking for 3s. Piercing crits 1. No severe because I moved. Ayo. So you get 2 dice.
Go gadget crit. Well, 2 saves.
It's 4 or 5.
Oh,
I think he's dead either way, because you either save 1 crit and he takes 9, or you save. Well, you don't really have any other choice other than save a crit. And he
yeah,
takes
he's
9.
dead.
Yay! Yes, we'll dash just to make sure no funny business happens. Shoot. Dash. Well, you can go with that guy if you want to do something. You got 1 action point. Does he have a gun?
No. Just like your hammer boy.
So he's doing nothing. You could run away.
I'm gonna hide. I don't know if that's a thing or
I
not.
don't think that's the thing.
Move limit 2 inches.
Oh, I forgot about that.
What's the control range? 1 inch?
Yeah.
So furthest I can move is just on the other side of that rock.
Yeah, basically.
So that is exactly what I'm gonna do. Try and obscure that sight line. I don't know if that's how that works or not.
I mean, I could just walk to the edge of the building and shoot down on top of your head.
Then you wouldn't get severe.
Yeah. Okay, so this guy, I'm going to be able to move the full 6, but he can move 5 over this. That is this guy. So I'm going to move, capture, and shoot you. You're obscured. So 4 dice on 3s with no crits. You discard a crit if you, or a hit if you roll a crit, or do you just discard a enemies farther than 1 inch from it? Discard 1 hit to obscured and can't use crit. Okay, so I just get rid of 1. You got 1 hit and you get 2 dice.
What? What do you mean 1 hit?
Because you're obscured because of this. So I had to get rid of 1 of them. Boo.
I lived! That's the end of the round?
Yes. So that is 2 for transmissions. 4. And 1 more for capturing more, and I think I got 1 for killing your guy. I think you're gonna lose.
No way. I've got 1 guy left on the board. He's melee.
You always have a habit of like really heavily going to the middle of the board in every game we play, and you just get swarmed from all sides.
So my thought process. So last time, what I tried to do was send 2 to each and
That's
try and
what I did
figure out which one's going to work and then shift them off. But your rolls are always better than mine, and I ended up losing a couple of people, and my plan didn't work out. So this time I figured I'm going to focus 2 that were nearby so I could reinforce, but they got picked off.
Yeah, you got killed on entry. I would have probably headed here first, because then you could redirect.
The biggest issue is that all of my defense rolls have been crap. All of my
Your plague saves have probably been the biggest. Yeah.
Those have been crap. So just in general.
Well, we got the last round. I don't really think that there's... What?
Annie's a dork.
Why?
I told her to thaw out some hamburger meat, but she was, trying to make funnies over here in chat and stuff. So she missed it. So I just told her to scroll up. So she started scrolling up there, like I typed something. I said I put exclamation points on it. She goes, "Where? I don't see it." Freaking goober, man. So we're in round 4 now.
Yeah, I might as well put on my combat doctrine assault. So fighting or
Is this
retaliating.
your initiative roll?
No. I get a balance.
That's first.
Wow. You need to stop spending all your luck on
Like I have a choice? I'm just rolling a damn dice. This is rude.
You've obliterated me every initiative roll. Well, you get to go first, sir.
Thank God.
I don't know how that works. Because if I don't see why you couldn't charge to go up something. It feels like charge is the same as a regular move, just with...
Yeah, I'm just going to do that because odds are points aren't mattering to me at this point. I'm just going to try and kill somebody.
That dude is also not taking any damage.
Okay, so charge leaves me with 2 attacks, and I think I can fight or shoot twice. The only limitations are on the shooting. So assuming this works out not terribly for me.
Get rid of your capture thingy.
Because I do only have 6 health left. So if this roll isn't phenomenal, then I'm probably going to die on this rooftop.
He's got fists.
Okay, so 5, looking for 3 pluses. Brutal. Severe. Shock. Poison. So, shock means...
You deal roll the dice. If you deal... Basically, if you off-rip spin damage with your crit, it'll cancel one of my hits. And you can only block with
crits.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. So 1 crit, 2 hits.
I mean, anything more than... I'd say even just 3 is good. Because, yeah, basically, you do damage with this, and that just cancels this out. So that's... What's your crit amount?
5.
That's 5. What's your normal amount?
4.
What?
13. Right?
5 plus 8, yeah. I think. I'm not good at math.
That's 5 plus 8. And then...
Well...
I'm going to hit him again. Get double flailed. Ah! Oh! Oh, God.
I definitely missed, I think, 1 dice on the last one. Supposed to be 4. I think I rolled 3.
Well,
well, that's all hits in this case.
you killed me.
I did not. Because it's still your thing, so you go first, and he only has 1 moon left, so he's dead.
What?
You have a hit.
Oh. Oh, well. I'm glad you're honest. Because I was just thinking in general.
Contrary to what it seems like y'all think, I don't play to be picky. I play to try to make it correct.
Who's y'all? I've never accused you of doing anything untoward.
There's just always like, okay. Like, I'm not trying to like be picky in my favor. I just try to be picky in what I see. I don't know. I'm not trying to.
That doesn't change the fact that I don't like losing.
Well, make better choices.
Choices aren't the problem.
It's my turn.
RNG is.
Not entirely, I'm just saying.
My rolls suck.
They're not great, but you certainly don't help them.
No, I don't.
I can't.
But I was also looking at that outcome, like, in general together. Okay, this gets blocked, that gets, whatever. I wasn't thinking about the fact that the first hit actually was decent.
Guess we're gonna go over here and shoot you.
Shoot me in the back. God dang.
This is... He's got the regular old bolty boy. 4, looking for 3s. To be fair, Wesley always did the same thing too, where it's like, you point out anything and he thinks I'm like out to get him. It's like, if I'm gonna get killed, you will know it. I'm not gonna like try to obscure that. I will stop helping you kill me if you're forgetting your own rules.
Well,
but especially early on, like doing this, like neither of us know what's happening. So if you have something that I know of, I'm gonna remind you, hey, by the way, you could do this, even if it's gonna fucking kill me.
I always
that's
forget
just more fun.
That the melee rules are different than the shoot rules. It's not just shoot and defend. It's attack, and you kind of barter it out. But the biggest thing is that, like, I put myself into positions tactically that make sense to me without taking into consideration what you're doing. And between that and my roles being god awful, it always ends up biting me in the butt. But the bigger issue that I have is that in general, no matter what game we play, I always end up doing like the worst possible thing. And that doesn't mean that I'm going to enjoy getting my ass kicked game after game. I have not won a single game against you.
No, that's how I was with me and Wesley. I don't know what it was. He always just had better rolls than me. There's just something in the dice tray that will favor a person forever.
I guess so.
You got 2 dice to roll for defense on your guy.
Dead.
Oh, wait, save 1.
Take 2 crits.
That is 8.
He's dead.
8. All right, and there's no point in playing out the rest of this because I could capture both of those, which would give me like 1 billion more
Well, you've
points.
already got 8 more points than me anyway.
And I would end that with 13, 14, 15, 16, I think. 16 total.
Based on the game that we played 2v2, you didn't roll much better either.
It's true.
Better than me, but...
And to illustrate just how much you know better Wesley was rolling than I was, is he was always playing Rebels. And his defense dice are practically non-existent, especially even at that time before they made the change to cover and stuff. And he would, most of the time was not even close.
Really, every game that we've played, I've had, like, aside from the ones that we've been co-op versus AI, every game that I played against you, the highlight of that game for me is being able to just melee somebody to death. Every single game, I'd get at least one. The highlight of which being I meleeed a dude back to death.
Also, I guess to be clear, Scooch. To be fair, the way that Wesley always played was like uber rat play, where like he would not come out unless he could shoot first. So it's like I was never initiating or doing anything. Whereas with this, I try to, most of the time I'm playing like based on what I expect the third round to kind of look like. So if I'm like if I know I kind of want to be at this objective and that objective, I'm gonna try to like play to where I'm safe to go into the third round or the second round, just depending on how stuff plays out. You just typically give me the opening in the second round to do stuff, if that makes more sense.
See, and the difference is that when I'm planning my strategy, if you will, I'm typically trying to get in range of an objective and position myself in a way that I can defend the entrances. But that doesn't take into consideration range, shooting, and my ability to defend those shots.
Well, especially this game, considering there's so much stuff that just has infinite range and you could get caught out at all the weirdest angles. You also die. People die. Like Shatterpoint, you can kind of get away with that because of how hard it is to like actually get someone off the table. But with this, people die really fast. That guy had not been touched and he just exploded in one thing.
To be fair, that flail is pretty
Yeah, especially the D6 thing, if you ever ended up in a cluster in the middle.
Yeah.
Being able to basically hit everybody for D3 damage, you could potentially fuck someone up, double attack them if you're already like in the mix, kill them, and then flail everybody and do 3 damage potentially to everybody around you.
Yeah.
Game's very tactical. Usually the way my group plays is turn 1 just repositioning, and turn 2 things start dying pretty quickly. That's pretty accurate to most of how, well, all 3 games. So me and him played a game a couple Saturdays ago. That was our first thing, and we played like the most bare bones kind of way to do. And then I played one solo on last Thursday. I added a little bit of extra stuff. And then this, we're playing with like the more correct cards from the app and using the ploys and stuff, which I think your ploys are way more interesting than mine, at least from my understanding. These, I didn't really even use a whole lot of anything.
It didn't really seem like you needed it.
No, but that's why we're Space Marines.
So I do like the poison.
Yeah, that with the plague vents, but you have to almost play around the fact that it's that and plague vents, so you have to like oppress and get close, but you have to like approach safely and then swarm all at once. This is part of why I'm so interested in other kill teams, because these guys are really evenly matched. The activations are 1-to-1. We both have the same quantity. The APLs are all the same, so on and so forth. I want the Adeptus Mechanicus kill team, but I think I would have to buy a couple boxes to like actually get the right quantity of people. There's just different. Also recommend adding the TAC Ops cards, give you a secret third objective that your team has to execute. Yeah, I was playing with so we were playing with this. This is a champion. What we forgot for the first 2 rounds. Basically, you pick your champion, and if they kill people, you were getting extra points. So I got, I think, 2 extra points from doing that. I don't know if that's how you actually are supposed to use these cards, but I was basically just using it as a secondary objective. So in the Legion overhaul, I think you have your primary objective, and then you have like a little secondary that you could kind of score based off of like your faction strengths. But I think we might both pick our TAC Op, if I understand correctly. So you would look through the TAC Ops and pick which one of these you want to do specifically with your team, and I would pick which one I want to do with my team. That might be the way that you do that. That could be a more interesting way to do it than just having one that we could both do as a secondary.
I also think it doesn't help me going into it thinking like team deathmatch.
Well, yeah, especially because stuff dies so damn fast.
Because with this playcaster, if I had played him a little more reserved, like for example, if I had kept him right here on this side, I would have had sightline to 2 or 3 of my guys. I could all of his activations, I could have healed people rather than whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't help you had to come around that corner to heal that guy. Could put you in a. You both pick your own TAC Op. Champion is really good for both of your teams. You guys have super deadly teams. Yeah, that's part. I want the damn Tomb World box because I want the Death Watch models, but I also kind of want the Navy Breachers are kind of neat looking. And it was the force that came in the Octerus box. So there's the orcs, which I also want the orc commandos, and the
Are you sure this is a knife?
it looks like a little knife.
It almost looks like the things that connect it to the framework that it comes in.
I don't think so.
There's no handle, and like the tip of his finger. Why would he have a knife that curved this way and he's holding it like
It
this?
just looked like a little shitty piece of metal to me. I don't know. It could be part of the sprue, to be fair. It looks too pointy to be part of the sprue, but I don't know. I could be wrong. Actually, it also doesn't help that these pictures are different. Like, yeah, it's like a ring knife. It's a ring knife. It's got like a index finger thing. It's more obvious in that picture. But yeah, there's a couple kill teams that I kind of want.
I want to play with Tyranids.
I think there's the Raveners, but it's like 4 or 5 models, and they're all like big models. I could be wrong about that. I think they just finally came out. I don't think Tyranids had a kill team until recently, and I could be wrong about that. They might not even have a kill team. I think it's called Raveners though. But yeah, I want to try, because this is like interesting for learning, but these 2 kill teams are like almost the same thing. They do basically the same thing. You've got a melee guy, I've got a melee guy, you've got a grenade guy, I've got a grenade guy, and I understand that for like a starter box, but I think things could get a lot more interesting with some of the other kill teams, because some of those things have like 10 or 12 dudes.
Yeah, and then I wouldn't have to play with people who have mushrooms growing out of their faces.
I do love how gross those guys look, though. Like that guy specifically, when I was painting him, like all the maggots and I felt gross painting him. Raveners are big and scary. Sounds a lot like his playstyle. Can you buy the Raveners as its own kill team, or are they still like part of a... We're fresh into Warhammer entirely. And I think Kill Team's got like a weird release cycle of like the Tomb World box that just came out. We won't be able to buy those Kill Teams separate until like 3 months from now. Then they'll be in their own box. It's to encourage people to buy like the big boxes.
2 weeks ago.
But I don't think they're a part of a box. I think they're just its own Kill Team. Yeah, neat. Yeah, there's definitely some stuff that I want. I also need to sort out terrain and stuff at some point, but I enjoy the premise of it, and I just love the models. There's a reason people love Space Marines and stuff, because they're just cool looking. So I guess that is just gonna do it for now. If y'all missed that, these right here, all that Legion stuff, we're gonna give that away once we get to 1,000 subs, which we are slowly crawling our way there. Whoa, camera, whoa, whoa, whoa. Also, I keep talking about doing like a game room tour and how I record all this stuff. Well, my OBS TV, which you can kind of see in his camera, has died, and I've got a temporary fix up there, and it's all a big mess over there. So eventually things will be in a normal space, in which I will do that if you guys are curious about the cameras and all the stuff that I use. But yes, giveaway stuff at 1,000 subs. Honestly, I want to give away a bunch of stuff when we get to 1,000 subs. This is just the baseline of it, 2 full core sets and a Yoda. There's probably going to be some other stuff, I'm sure, by the time I get to that point. And we'll just do a big old giveaway at 1,000 subs. So that is going to do it. Roman, especially, thank you for helping us with some of the rules and stuff and hanging out with us.
And for being nice about it.
Yeah, being nice about it. I don't know how much more clear I could tell you that I don't know what the f is going on. So I appreciate all you guys sitting here and hanging out with us. We like to have some fun. We'd typically try to do this with another actual human like every other Saturday, Sunday, give or take. And then I'll do this solo just to, if I'm feeling like playing stuff. Lately, I've struggled to find the like motivation to do that, but you know, just keep your eyes peeled. But that's gonna do it for this. I appreciate all you guys hanging out with us. We will see y'all when we see you. All right, bye guys.
The power of the dark side. The power of the dark side.